Feudalism is a historical period and mode of production that came after ancient Roman society and just before capitalism. According to Marx, in the Communist Manifesto, ancient Rome was marked by a class struggle between the patricians, that is, landowners with state power, plebeians, that is, free citizens with limited rights, and slaves. Feudalism arose from this struggle, emerging after the decline of the Roman Empire. In the German ideology, Marx explains that the fall of the Roman Empire, due in part to barbarian invasions, led to significant damage to productive forces like agriculture, industry, and trade. Out of this crisis, the need to develop productive forces arose, and a model from Germany introduced feudal social relations. Feudalism, as described by Marx, is a society where social relations are primarily characterized by a conflict between lords and serfs or peasants. The lords own the means of production, which is the land, and the serfs or peasants are compelled to work in the land to meet their needs and those of the lords. The lords exploit the serfs by taking surplus labor in the form of the produce created, leading to a process of exploitation and class struggle. In the economic and philosophical manuscripts, Marx examines the state and civil society in feudalism. He argues that in this system they seem separate because the state is controlled by the monarch, while lords and serfs exist in civil society. However, he contends that civil society is political because the lord oversees and regulates various aspects of civil life, including property, family, and work. Feudalism is characterized by legal and customary bonds between lords and serfs, with labor being tied to the lord's control over the manor. Unlike in capitalism, where labor is free and can be exploited by any owner of the means of production, feudal labor is under the jurisdiction of the lord. Marx sees feudal land ownership as the domination of the earth as an external force over human beings. However, the relationship between the lord and the serf is not characterized by alienation, as in the case in capitalism. There is no pretense of equality, and there remains some resemblance of an intimate connection between the lord and the land to which the serfs belong. Feudalism also features a lower level of technological development compared to capitalism. Marx argues that social relations in each society correspond closely to their level of productive forces. As he mentions in The Poverty of Philosophy, the hand mill corresponds to a society with a feudal lord, while the steam mill corresponds to a society with an industrial capitalist. In Part 8 of Capital, Volume 1, Marx illustrates how the transition from feudalism to capitalism was a violent and bloody process. This transformation involved expelling peasants from the land, particularly through the enclosing of common land in a process known as primitive accumulation. Marx explains that breaking down these feudal relations also leads to the separation of civil society from the state, allowing agricultural labor to take the form of general labor in capitalism.